Hi, thank you so much for joining us today as we walk through 31 days of strength and dignity. Today, we are here with Emily Nienhuis, and she has an incredible story. I actually have known her family for years and know two of her younger siblings. Well, no, I know more than two, but
there's a lot.
A lot of younger siblings, and I know several of them. But she's got an incredible story, and I respect this woman so much. And I'm thrilled for you to hear about what she has done with her life and what she's doing to fight vulnerability in our world and in St. Louis. So tell us a little bit about yourself, One Heart Ministries, and why you're so passionate about what you do.
Sure. So God kind of started planting seeds in my heart to be involved in foster care and adoption as a very young child. My parents were foster parents for many years while I was growing up. And over those 20 plus years, our family ended up adopting 4 kiddos. And so I had 3 of us were biological kids, and then I have 4 adopted siblings. So through that, I really felt like as I got to be, actually I was only 22 when I started training, but I was 22 and I said, I'm ready to be a foster mom myself. So I went through the process and classes and so forth to become a foster parent. I knew that there were kids in this world that needed a loving home, and I felt like I was at a point where I could open my home and my arms to care for those kiddos. So that was like 16 years ago now. And my niche in foster care has always been medical needs kids. So most of the little ones that came to me had some sort of significant medical issue going on. But I loved them and loved working with all the professionals to get these kiddos to a better place so that they could then either move on to another adoptive family or go home to birth mom and dad or go to grandma. My kids all had different stories. But through that journey of 16 years of fostering, I was blessed to be able to adopt 6 girls. And none of them are biologically related to each other, except for my twins, who, yes, are biologically related to each other.
Yes.
But all of their stories are unique. All of them came from situations that were very, very difficult, birth parents in very difficult situations. But it's been amazing to see, where God has been able to use me in caring for these girls, and now watching them grow up. They're now ages 6 to almost 15. So I've got young women at my house now, not just little ones. Yes, a lot. 6.
A lot of women.
Yes.
Nice.
So it's been a journey that God's been a part of in every way, and it's been, just. It's had its mountains and it's had its valleys, definitely, in walking through this process. But
I'm sure.
But in the middle of that journey, I got involved with One Heart Family Ministries. I had been reconnected with a family that my parents actually led into foster care, and that family, the Cruzy family, ended up fostering for the Missouri Children's Division for 20-some years. And they had 4 biological kids and then ended up adopting and fostering mostly older boys that had come from significant abuse in their past. So they walked with these kids through some very dark situations and saw them overcome a lot of challenges. But also through their process as a foster family, realized that the community in St. Louis and the church community specifically were not doing enough to care for kids in foster care. There were a lot of state agencies out there, but no one that could really hold the hand of the families that are walking through this journey and through this process. So they wanted to start One Heart Family Ministries. And that was back in 2004. So for the last 13 years now, we've been recruiting, assisting in training, and then supporting Christian families that are fostering and adopting kids in the St. Louis area. And we have over 300 families right now that are actively fostering or pursuing adoption of kids that are in foster care.
Nice. So I heard you speak one time and you said something, and I don't know if I remember the stats. I remember you saying this, and it stuck with me. I hope I'm accurate, but please correct me. I think you said if 2 families in every church in the state of Missouri were to adopt a child, we would have no more orphans.
Right. So we actually have about 8,000 churches in Missouri. And right now we have over, I think the latest number is about 13,000 kids in foster care, with probably 1,200 to 1,500 of those kids waiting to be adopted. So it wouldn't even have to be 2 at every church.
Wow.
So yeah, we could do a lot if even just one family at every church said, we will get involved in foster care, whether it's caring for kiddos temporarily while the courts help the birth parents kind of figure out the game plan for their lives, or caring for these kiddos forever and adopting them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's even less than 2.
It is, yes.
I shared that with some people yesterday.
Okay.
And they're like, wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, what an amazing headline that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are no children left in the pipeline.
Right. Every child has a home, whether it's
Yeah.
for temporary foster care or forever through adoption.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an awesome thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that. Let's do that.
Okay. We're trying.